Yeah. Welcome back on this beautiful Friday to another episode of Brunch with the Fellas, reviewing the latest trending topic news and entertainment. I'm Chef Earl Pearl at DBCHEFTV. Always with me, Primo Grande, the one, the only, Cole C's. How you feeling, big cuz?
Feeling good, man. One of my favorite days of the week, Friday nights, brunch with the fellas. And, so I mean, I gotta feel great about that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, gotta feel great about that. So yeah, y'all, what we feeling great about is also another day above ground. We got breath. Yay. But we got some crazy topics though. It's been a lot of wild stuff going on this week. We had Jay-Z with the freestyle. There's a lot going on with that. We had a Big30 in the Pooh Shiesty case. He got bond. And man, and a whole bunch of other stuff. We're gonna get into it tonight. But before we do that, y'all, make sure y'all head on over to www.bksoulfarm.com and pick up a copy of 1016 160 Self-Sustainability by Ali Dawood L at BK Soul Farm. Link in the description. And also right now, y'all, subscribe to DB Chef TV and enter your name in the hat to win $100. We give it away every third Sunday of the month. We want to show love to you for showing love to us. Link is in the description. And don't forget, y'all, we got DB Chef TV merch. Links in the description. And like we always say, if money's tight, it's all right. We're going to still love them if they do what, Cold Season?
Smash that like.
Yes, indeed. So let's go ahead and get into tonight's topics. So we got the Obama Museum is set to open in Chicago. I didn't even know President Obama had a museum, but we're going to go check that out. That's a pretty historic thing. Then we got Jay-Z freestyle at the Roots Picnic. We're going to watch a clip of that. We got Karmelo Anthony murder trial. There was a murder going on. A young brother, another young kid. It's a tragic story. We're going to go check out a little bit of that. Right. Then we got $200,000 Lego collection stolen, y'all. $200,000 Legos. Remember we used to play with Legos?
Yeah.
Man.
But it costs a lot now, man. I mean, you're going to get something, a box of Legos right now can cost you like $300, depending on what it is.
300.
Yep, depending on what you're putting together. Yep.
That's crazy. Yep. But then last but never least, we going to check in on some Memphis news via Triple D. Dallas, the Funky D, rapper Big30 released on $100K bond. And let's go ahead and jump into it.
Center is set to open to the public on Juneteenth after more than 10 years of planning and construction.
But we got a first look inside the facility, which is designed to be a living, breathing legacy to Obama's presidency. But there are also so many features for people who live nearby there.
And that was by design. Let's check in with NBC5's Marion Brooks, who got a chance to tour the facility, and she's joining us now with highlights. Marion.
You guys, there's so much. The first thing I have to tell you is there's a lot to see, and you're going to need more than a day. Okay. Just pace yourself on this one. One of the highlights for me, though, was the Nelson Mandela Sky Room. It has an amazing wraparound view. You can see right here, and you look through the words that are on the outside of the building as part of the view. Those words are from Obama's 2015 speech, "You Are America," which he gave to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the march from Selma to Montgomery. Now, the words from that same speech are also individually stamped on the ceiling. That was done by the artist Idris Khan. Another one of the highlights was the Oval Office.
This is an exact replica of the Oval Office as President Obama styled it during his 2 terms. You can sit at the replica Resolute desk, and when you open the drawer, you see a copy of the letter that President Bush left for President Obama, wishing him well in his journey ahead. And then there is the Chicago Public Library on site. The Obama Center folks really stressed how this is a space for the community. So they were very intentional about having these sorts of spaces. There's also a beautiful playground and a fruit and vegetable garden, all of which is free to the public.
The entire grounds are open to the public. You do have to buy a ticket for the museum itself. There are free days available to Illinois residents on Tuesdays, though. The Obama Presidential Center opens to the public on June 19th, as we've mentioned, and that is Juneteenth. So much to see, you guys. Put it on your calendar. A couple days.
Chicago already has some amazing museums and sites. Just adding this to the list, it's going to fit right in.
Another reason to visit for
Thanks,
folks.
Marian.
Thanks for the sneak peek. Looking forward to it.
What you got on that, big cuz? That's pretty dope, right?
Yeah, I've been following that for a minute. That's the Obama Presidential Library. All presidents get a library when they done, and they get the financing to build it and stuff like that. He got a lot going on with it. One of the unique things that he did with it was he made sure he made it a full-on community and development center, all the way up to the point where he got a multi-million-dollar recording studio in there. You know what I'm saying?
I saw the gym. I saw the fort. I saw the vegetable garden.
Right. And that's a spinoff from the First Lady because, her thing was health and nutrition. And, she had a garden in the Rose Garden, to promote health and nutrition and everything. So I think it's one of the dopest presidential libraries that I know of. I've never been to one, so I can't say it's the dopest. But I think when you if you have a presidential library and your legacy is to leave it to the community for development, I just think that's super dope.
Yeah, that'll be a perfect place to, if it was ever like an apocalypse, to go take that over. They had a view up top. They had in the Mandela room with the view.
Yeah, the 360 view all the way around.
Yeah,
it do look like a place in a zombie movie that you would want to be in. It's a safe haven,
you need a fence up around. There's no fence now. You need to secure the perimeter. But I mean, man, they had everything. It had, exercise, nourishment,
library education.
Yeah.
It had it all. And I think that's one of the main things that he wanted to make happen with it, that the public can come in and use it as a facility and not just as the history of who I was when I was president.
Or just a rec center, right? Yeah.
Right.
Because he put so many things, because there could be a lot of tension that focuses just in that area, but I'm sure they have a lot of programs and stuff. That's gonna be cool. Like now, I want to go to Chicago.
Right.
Before, I had a chance to go to Chicago a while ago, a couple years back, but I chose not to go because I didn't like the newscaster said. He said that it's a bunch of great attractions there, but I just wasn't. Like once you've been to Italy and been to Venice, and then so it's like, do I really need to go to Chicago if it's a replica?
Right. And I think that might be the most vertical presidential library as well.
Now that's a reason to go. Now that's a reason to go. That's pretty dope. But we're gonna have a link to the library and to that particular little clip right there, so y'all can go check that out. That's gonna be in the description after the live. But we gonna go ahead and shout out to President Obama, though, right, Cole?
Shout out.
To the next topic, y'all. We got the jayz freestyle at the Roots picnic. We're gonna go and hear a little bit of that. You want to preface this a little bit, cuz you up on this a little bit?
Yeah, I'm up on it, man. It seemed like I mean, before we get into it, it seemed like a lot of people are saying that he's just an old madman. But
I feel him. They say I'm an old madman too.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I feel like he's an old madman, mad at the upcoming. But I've been following it for as much as I can. When I first heard it, I couldn't really make reference to nothing that I really didn't know because I don't follow that much. But over the last few days, it's been buzzing like crazy. The algorithm is on fire with it. And a lot of the influencers, they've been breaking it down very well to where they tie it back to the artist that he's talking about and play a sound bite from them and then a sound bite from him. And they've been putting it together, So I think it's I don't know if Jay-Z just making noise or if he's about to come back and drop an album and hit him hard. You know what I'm saying? Because he's done this before. Normally when he makes his appearances now, because he do them so far and in between, he'll drop a freestyle, you know, that buzz the industry, but you know, you might not get nothing else from him from that, except for a couple kids in the tour with his wife. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I think real hip hop fans that date back, you know, go back to music and listen to music and, you know, real heads, I think they're ready for Jay, even though he said he retired, to drop another one just to see what he got, you know. So um retirement might be a safe place to save legacy. Um, you know, he could drop and flop. It ain't gonna hurt his budget none, but you know,
Does Jay
that could
flop?
happen.
Does he flop?
I never seen Jay flop. I mean, I never have, but he announced his retirement and now he's coming out of retirement to chase the young folks. And the young folks, they on a whole different thing now. You know what I'm saying? So when he spit those lyrics, I heard some things online where they called it spoken word. The young folks called it, oh man, that's spoken word. That's not rap. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh
you
no.
know, they may think that the type of flow that he got and what he's saying is outdated, but his like me, it was straight bars. You know what I'm saying? It was straight
Bars.
bars. And then even when I heard it the first time and didn't understand every single thing, once the influencers got finished breaking it down, I was like, hmm, that dude, he's very clever and it seemed like he got an axe to grind. And I think Drake is probably the number one person in his target right now, you know. So
You think so? You think it's
yeah,
Drake?
based on how much time he spent on Drake.
Because Drake is at the top.
Yeah. And Drake came out when Drake dropped those albums, those 3 albums that he dropped, you know, he took shots at Sean and Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
Did he?
And
Which one? Which lines did he say?
he said some shit. I don't know.
We know
watched
how
the
you
thing.
rocking, no G. The
It'll
jig
probably
is
come
up.
back.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah. I think that's exactly what it was.
know
You
how you
asked me, but
rocking,
nigga,
no
you knew what it was when
The
you
jig is
asked me
up.
what it was. Yes. Yes. So
That's
you
what he
know,
said with
yeah.
it.
So I just well, and one thing about it is if there's any artist on the planet that has the right or the balls to do it, I would say is Drake. I'm not a huge Drake fan, but Drake has passed Michael Jackson, he passed Jay-Z, he passed Prince. You know what I'm saying? As far as record sales.
He's that guy,
Um,
right? He's that guy when it comes to
right.
the
And
US.
basically what Jay is flexing is, hey, I got the money. You know what I'm saying? You got to catch up. You know what I'm saying? But
He
you
started the
know,
race before.
he did, and then he would, you know, at one time, Drake really did look up to Jay, and made it known that he looked up to Jay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's kind of like young
Yeah.
grasshopper has hopped, and now
No,
master
you
is
sound
mad.
biased right now.
You know
You sound biased right
what you
now.
mean? Nah, young grasshopper.
Young grasshopper, Drake, not the young grasshopper.
Listen. So Drake
The
was the
big
young
popper, the big ish
Drake
popper.
was the young grasshopper to Jay-Z. That's what I'm saying. So he was the young grasshopper, and now he done hopped. And Jay-Z, he done hopped closer to Jay-Z and he's getting up there. You know what I'm saying? So I think Drake deserved the beef and any smoke that he gets with Jay. And I don't think that it's premature. He jumped out there without being able to deserve to do it. I think he's at a level right now where he can honestly um, do that, and whatever the consequences is, whether he win or he lose, I think he's at the level where he can do that. You know,
He can lose. What does a lose look like for Jay?
a lose for Jay?
Yeah. Oh, you
No,
talking
I
about
said
Drake
Drake could lose.
Drake
You
could
know what I'm
lose
saying?
what?
Drake could lose this battle that he decided to pick with Jay-Z.
With Jay?
Yeah,
No
he
way.
could lose that. He could lose that battle.
No way.
Listen, but it won't. Here's the thing: he could lose it in public opinion, but it's not going to affect his bankroll or lifestyle in no kind of way.
Neither one of them.
Right.
But
Neither
we
one
ain't
of them.
talking about money. We talking about the culture. We talking about
Right.
rap battling. We talking about lyrical exercise. You know, we
I
talking
I
about lyrical karate.
I think Drake is exercising his lyrical karate acrobats in a dangerous space right now. I think that he could win it, and I think that he could lose it. You know, it's to me, it's one of those views is a 50-50.
Who winning right now? I know you gonna say it's winning right. I don't even know why I asked.
Nobody.
Who's winning right now? Nobody's winning.
Nobody. It's too early. It's too early. You know what I'm saying?
The score is still up. Drake is still up.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that. I just think it's too early. I think I think Drake released those 3 albums.
Let's get into it. You know what?
Yeah. Let's do that.
You already said that before. No, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's hear you mad because you think you're mad. I don't know. Let me see.
Patty's turning 100. If she would have transitioned before I cleared my name, I would have hunted them. Every one of them playing these silly games. That 1-800 ambulance chaser would have wished one came. But 911 is a joke. Public enemy #1 I've been ranked. The rock's not crumbling. The leprechauns have magically run out of pranks. Your son on a federal jail line mumbling something about having too much of this drink. You know how.
Okay, you know who that diss was right there, right?
Who was that to?
That was the Tory Lanez.
Oh, Megan Thee Stallion. Tory Lanez.
That was Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion. Because my thing with the Tory Lanez situation is that I've never heard him say I didn't shoot her, and she lying.
Right.
That's the thing I've never heard him say. You know,
because he shot her. He shot her in her pinky toe like DeLuise and Harlem Nights, man.
And Harlem Nights.
Yeah, man.
I think, you know, but that's the thing that I've never heard him say, she lying. I did not shoot her. You know, I'm not saying that he have to actually point out who shot, you know, with all of those theories and everything that was going on where it was somebody else and another girl, her friend, girlfriend, or homegirl or whatever. But I'm just like, if I ain't shoot her, I would say publicly, I ain't shoot her. Yeah. She lying. I would say it.
But I think everybody know he shot her.
Especially if you behind bars. Like if you already doing the time for it.
Was there grainy footage? I thought it was some grainy footage or some shit. He shot her, bro. He shot her. He definitely shot her. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think so because he never said he didn't. I've heard him talk around it. You know, I didn't watch a lot of footage on that story, but you know, I haven't heard Tory Lanez say that. Like from when he got poked up in the pokey.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just like, okay, so what was that about? If you know, following that story. And he spoke more out, like when that happened, he had more of a platform of to speak out and say some things. And when he spoke on the Meg Thee Stallion issue, he never said once, like, man, she lied. I never shot her, and she know I ain't shoot her. I'm like, I would have said that. If I know I ain't shoot her, but I'm still in there doing the time, then what does it hurt?
If you didn't shoot, I don't even think that's the question. I think that he shot her. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I think that she feel bad that she overreacted, or the police came and all the whole mess happened. You know what I'm saying? I think if she could have went to the hospital and just dealt with getting patched up without the emotion being involved, I think she would have done that. You know what I mean? But Tory,
so somebody could shoot you in your toe and you all right with it? You gonna
I ain't good.
You gonna do what Meg did?
Yeah, nah. I'm trying to shoot back.
Meg,
you know what I'm saying? I'm shooting back. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, that's what I think happened with that. Yeah. What else we got with Jay?
How dumb that is. Another one fumbled his, wonder how I get the blade. Niggas' teeth is tumbling out their mouth, and somehow I'm the one who
Dame Dash.
Yeah, that's Dame. That's the
Dame
one.
Dash talking. I'd never forget that shit. That shit was wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You got to catch Kyle and funk it. With you, punk this, I'm the one who struck the pain. That hill you can die on. There's way too much flack that comes from those planes. I'm killing them softly. What's understood don't need to be explained. You want it one way, it's the other. I still on you suckers, I'm all of you niggas gang. I ain't much for me, it's no how. Cancel the brunches, I remember the hunger pain. The price of the bricks going up. It's gonna cost you
that was to Gilly.
Who was that?
That was to Gilly the Kid. Gilly said that pretty much he said that Jay-Z brunches was just a way to be like, it was just some bullshit to get everybody around the table to be like, yeah, I still got it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, or the kiss Jay-Z butt. I remember that. Yeah, Gilly did say that.
Yeah, so that was the Gilly right there.
Yeah, he said that. Okay. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I got lost in the flow for a minute though. It sounded like he was rapping something about my life for a minute.
My children and some of them, have you niggas no shame? Y'all trying to get under skin? I really get under skin. That's unharmed player.
That was Undias when you stabbed under the nightclub. What was that like? What was that like 97, 98?
Look, when he hit him with the Pokemon, Yeah.
And yeah. That was that night.
Oh, he said trying to get under somebody's skin.
I really get up under the skin. Yeah,
man.
So, you know, it's just,
oh man, so much we could talk about. Let's go.
Y'all thugs with y'all thugs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch y'all saniac in my presence, nigga, shrink. I need a new therapist. This shit is not working. I'm truly on the brink. Y'all better not encourage him. Y'all don't want me to think these thoughts that I think. That nut ass nigga still stuttering. That
Kanye.
Patty down on his luck again.
Oh no, that's Oshkino from
Oshkino?
State Property. Yeah, from State Property.
Okay, I thought he was talking about Kanye right there.
No. And then because he used the Philly slang, that nut. They be calling each other nut ass.
Okay.
Nut ass ninjas, you know, or like he a nut. You did you ever see Peanut Live 215? The little puppet.
Oh yeah. There's a whole gang of them now.
Yeah, he be like nut ass. Yeah.
Oh, it's a very adult for some puppets. It's grown ass puppets.
Yeah, it's like Adult Swim.
Yeah.
It's like Adult Swim. I don't know why Peanut Live 215 ain't on Adult Swim already, but you know.
Quest introducing me to Jaguar. I don't know why I still fuck with him.
Jaguar, right?
Yeah, she crazy. She be going ham. Burglar.
Yeah, I thought she was in danger at one time. I was just like, man, she's in a dangerous spot in life right now with the stuff she be damn saying and doing. I'm like, you know, I hope you got security with you because you just
what is that? What are you saying right there? You said why?
Yeah, I think her life be in danger by some of the shit she be saying.
Why? She should the stuff she be saying deserves death threats, deserves 24-hour security.
Nah, man, but you know, people get shot over a nickel in the park.
Nickel in the park.
Over
not
nickel in the park.
Even the bag, just
not
a
even
bag.
the bag, just a nickel. You know what I'm saying?
Nickel.
A nickel in the park, people die over it. So I mean,
you ain't never lied though. Cause let's get back into it.
You just wonder why I do the freestyle rehearsal. That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her kid can't even take their kids. Enough of them. A rapper can't be my eye.
Nikki.
I got MAGA Republicans. Them shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them. I'm governed by God. You try to break the government. I prayed for 40 days. My neck get flooded again. Wrist get flooded again. My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. Nigga, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the Hove. I never looked up to them.
There we go. That's the one you talking about right there.
That's the Drake right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and then before that, it was to Nicki. and her husband, and yeah, he got an axe to grind. You know, he grinded it with right there with that freestyle. You know what I'm saying? But they call it a freestyle. I don't. He got enough time to sit at home and remember the shit, so I don't think it's a true freestyle. But
Well, you know, they say Jay Sharp with it. He, you know, so
yeah,
he
yeah,
remembered
he don't
his
write his
stuff,
rhymes and shit like that. You know,
right? But I just want to point something out though. Hold up, let's finish him. Let's finish this up. Let's finish this cup of champagne right here up.
The crackers got your publishing gangster. Go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me. You niggas is workers. In perpetuities, how your contract is worded. Don't make me go fuck, man. The roots remember, even when the trees pretend, not too much of my name. Don't forget who I am. Hattie loves her Shawnees. S-H-A-W-N. I find it adorable she put the S at the end. You don't know, the show ain't even begin. I said, you don't know, the show ain't even begin.
You don't know what you do. Sure, I do.
Yeah.
Sure, I do.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's classic Jay. You know, it's classic Jay in my eyes. I mean, we'll see what come of it. You know, I think you know he been a Don for a long time, but it's a new era. Ain't nobody scared of him. You know, they're not. I don't
But
think
nobody should be
yeah,
scared.
yeah, they're not scared of him. And I think
you know,
yeah, I
nobody should
think
be
you know if
scared.
you get this by Jay, it's an honor. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't respond to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So
It's gonna be all eyes on you,
yeah, it would
right?
be. It would be. But I
So
mean,
you can take advantage of the moment. You can capitalize, do something positive for yourself.
you could. I mean, especially if you're somewhere like what's her name, Jasmine Jaguar, right, or whatever her name is. Um, it would definitely be a moment for her to monetize the hell out of that situation, being that she don't have nowhere near Drake and other people money that
But I'm
was
saying she
mentioned.
in the algorithm right now.
Yeah, yeah.
You
So
know, so she
you
can
know,
go and do.
so
It's something she can. It's a way she can make.
is a way to make money.
Yeah, it's a way
Definitely.
to get something off.
I mean, she can go do 20 interviews telling people how she felt about being mentioned in that verse and probably walk off with a lot of money.
And
You
be
know what I'm
good for
saying?
you know, and
So,
be
I
good. I don't
mean,
know her quality of life, but you know, she might can take care of the next 2 years worth of expenses on a 3-month run.
yeah,
Right.
possibly. Yeah.
But
definitely.
I do want to say this before we move on to the next topic, though. I do know that your number one rapper, you know, of all time is Jay-Z.
Yeah.
All right. He's following what Drake did, though. For hip hop, for the culture, I gotta punch down because I know how much you love Jay-Z, but he's following what Drake did because Drake dropped first and dissed a lot of people in one verse, in one song. And then Jay just came out and did the same thing at the Roots picnic.
Yeah. So I mean, it was
the Kendrick beef with Drake. Kendrick just dissed Drake. He didn't diss nobody else.
Yeah, so I mean, I get it, you know what I mean? But you know, Drake made the decision, you know, to have Kendrick at the Super Bowl. So there's a whole bunch of there's a bunch of stuff.
I'm just saying he's just following Drake's blueprint. That's what I'm saying. Like Hove ain't got the blueprint no more. He following Drake's blueprint. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. He following Drake's blueprint. He not following his own. He ain't setting the tone now. He doing with somebody, Jay.
I'm gonna give you that 8.
He right what he say, but I'm just saying he ain't.
I got you.
Because I would have liked, you know, I mean, this just me. I mean, that's a lot of work for him to go do. It was crazy what he did. Shout out to Jay. You already know he in my top 10. You know,
yeah, I already know.
You know, but I would have liked a diss song for everybody, for each individual person. Like take time. Yeah, like a whole song. Like I'm gonna make a whole song about you.
Right.
You know, and then just give me just, you know, and just give you a little 7-song EP, and I'm gonna diss everybody. Who he had? Kanye, Dame, Drake, Nicki Minaj. Who else was on the list?
Jaguar, but she ain't no rapper.
Jaguar, right? So what? She got allegations, accusations. You know, I got a hook for it. You know, I got a hook for it. Allegations and accusations. You know,
Right.
Who else he did? That's 5 tracks right there. Who else he got there?
Well, shit, he got a whole album if you do that.
Yeah.
All right. Do we run this next joint? I'm gonna break out just for 1 second. I gotta check on something right quick.
Yeah, go ahead, family.
Yeah. You run it? Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna run it.
All right, tempo. Be right back.
Yeah. So, y'all. Next, we got the Karmelo Anthony murder trial. This is a sad story right here. Young brother at a football game, and get into an altercation and ends up killing another young student, man. And it's just a sad story for both of these young men that lost their life at an event where, you know, sometimes I get lucky. I get to go down the road sometimes and see some of my little nephews and little cousins and stuff play. They when they travel with their teams to go play football and stuff. And there's a lot of passion with the parents. It's actually funny. I sit back and laugh and watch. You know, parents be into it. But you know, but for somebody to lose their life, I can't imagine. I can't imagine that anything at an event where children are supposed to be the benefactors of that gathering, and you know, and it's supposed to be about them being winners and showcasing their talents and their dreams and being the best versions of themselves. It's crazy that that type of energy can surface and show itself, but that people even bring that to those type of events. But this is a tragic story, man. Young folks supposed to be able to get together, play, especially in these type of environments, a football game. They supposed to be able to get together and, you know, and not have to go through nothing like this. It don't matter the complexion or the language they talking or none of that, man. But we're gonna jump into this video clip soon as cold season. Get back in here.
Yo.
Yeah, family, we in here.
You running last story?
We jumping into it right now.
Oh, what you been doing while we're gone, man? You talking to people?
Yeah, chopping it up with the people, man.
Oh, okay,
you know,
okay.
Tell them how. Yes, what's up, Bug? Shout out to Bug in the building. Lovely ATV.
What's going on, lovely ATV? Taking off.
That museum, that Obama museum, yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna go to Chicago. Let's go to Chicago, man, and see it. And right now, we're gonna see this thing right here.
You cannot stab someone in the chest and kill them because they touch you. I think a lot of what this case is going to come down to is going to remind us of what happened in the O.J. Simpson case. The race card is going to be played here.
A Texas student athlete charged with stabbing a football star from a rival high school to death is set to face trial this week. Karmelo Anthony, then a 17-year-old senior from Frisco Centennial High School, stabbed Frisco Memorial High schooler Austin Metcalf on April 2nd, 2025. After Metcalf asked Anthony to leave his team's tent during a track meet, prosecutors have claimed. Witnesses say Anthony told Metcalf, quote, "Touch me and see what happens," while reaching inside his bag before a brief scuffle, in which Anthony stabbed Metcalf.
I got a question, because let's talk about this real quick right here.
Yeah.
They say young brother was at the tent.
Mm-hmm.
The other brother asked him, "Hey man, can you lead the tent?"
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where's the problem.
With leaving the tent or
Yeah, where's the problem?
asking to leave the tent. I really don't. I don't think it's a problem with someone asking to leave the tent or problem with leaving the tent. But normally in track meets, because my son, he ran track for a little minute. Normally in track meets, they will go to the other tents and talk to other people that they ran with, ran against, seen in other track meets. They all travel around and see each other all the time.
Right, like
So
the
it's
football, like when they do with the AAU. Okay,
right,
same.
right. So it's
Okay.
not uncommon for a track member from another team, from another school to be in another tent after a meet. Um, Part of the problem is if they say, what is the problem, is who do you really have the authority to tell a person to leave the tent? You know, um, and I think the coach has the authority to say, hey, you have to exit our tent, and then if there's a problem, the coach go talk to the coach of Carmelo's team and make that happen. But nowhere does the nowhere does the athlete in high school has the real authority to say leave the tent,
Okay.
because it's a common thing. And then another thing is you
So
have
before you go into another thing,
Mhm.
so it's safe to say that it seems like there was no adult supervision at that tent.
That's what I believe. For that whole thing to go down like that, there was no adult supervision. So if you go to the point where it say,
Okay.
touch me, at that point, even if there was an adult there, I think an adult would have intervened right then and there. So it was just the athletes in the tent.
But nowadays, would you be surprised if it was adults on dumb-ish?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's encouraging foolishness.
Yeah. I
You
wouldn't.
know?
I would not be surprised. When it comes to something like that. I've seen this case from the beginning, from the day that it happened. I remember the news coming on with it, and it's been going on for some time now. The brother, and we haven't got to that point yet, so we can watch it and then I talk more about it.
Okay, let's get to it.
Yeah.
In the chest with a knife. Anthony then allegedly fled as Metcalf bled out in his twin brother's arms. The case kicked off a major racial uproar online, with donations pouring in to defend Anthony. A family spokesman said last year that the money would go to, quote, stand with us in the fight against white supremacy. As Anthony's lawyers say he acted in self-defense, the New York Post spoke with a criminal defense attorney to break down the case.
Hi, my name is Randy Zellin. I am a criminal defense attorney. I have been practicing for 38 years. I am a former prosecutor, and I have been an adjunct professor at Cornell University School of Law. First of all, when we're talking about justification, self-defense, what I am saying as a defendant is that I had a reasonable belief that someone was going to immediately hurt me. That is justification against ordinary force. Now, up that ante. If I use deadly force on someone, if I kill someone, and my defense is self-defense or justification, the jury has to be not convinced, if you will, by the government that I acted reasonably, that I reasonably believed that I was about to be killed. And as a result of that reasonable belief that I was about to be killed, I killed first. I killed in self-defense. So the first issue I see here, from what we know, this was a verbal altercation.
Okay, so what he's saying right there is a one-on-one fight don't mean you could stab somebody.
I mean, you had to meet the force with the same force that's coming at you.
Right. But if you get attacked, you can call the police.
Right. And I think one of the arguments is when they say get out of my tent, if you really feared for your life, you would have got out of the tent and not said touch me. Hit touch me and see what happened. Because
Well,
touch me and see what happened is can lead to premeditation.
it can lead to premeditation, right?
Right. Just by saying touch me and see what happened. Now, in some states, you can say hit me. And if a person hits you and whip your ass, then you
Ask
are,
for it.
yeah, they're off the hook because you said hit me. In
Yeah,
some
you
states.
told them to hit me.
You see what I'm saying? You know, it's been rumored allegedly, and I'm gonna say allegedly because you know I'm not there, I don't know, you know, but it was rumored that the two twin brothers were like known bullies. They were a bit on the, you know, leaning into black people a little hard side. I'm gonna say that. I'm not gonna use the R word.
Okay. Okay.
You know, so
What,
if that
Republican? Republican? They wasn't
no,
Republican?
no, that was I was
Oh, okay.
it was racist. Okay, now I'm going to use the word to be clear.
Oh, I thought you
To
meant
be
it was
clear,
too. I thought
no, when I said the R
You know,
word, I meant
I gotta ask
racist.
you, man. I gotta
Yes,
ask you.
yes. No, so this is I don't, you know, I think this is outside of you know, politics when you think about it. You know, it's a story where you can think about it emotionally and then you can think about it logically and you can still be on the fence, you know.
I mean, I'm not on the fence. I think I'm not on the fence about it at all. I think there was no adult supervision. Okay. And this young brother made a bad choice. And then making that bad choice, instead of just going ahead and just walking away, you know, because he had a chance to go away and get away from the nonsense. See, it's a difference when if you live in it, if you got to see it every day and it's coming at you and you just like, man, leave me alone. All right. Like you were saying, if they was known to be bullies and they was picking on this young kid all the time and he ain't even bothering them. Okay. It's a difference.
Right,
But
because his conversation wasn't with them in the tent; it was with another member of their team.
and you could have been absolutely right about him at the track meet, racing, going to go see another one of his competitive friends at that tent, you know, but that goes there to that lack of adult supervision. But then also we gonna say this young man made a choice. It was a horrible choice. I hate to see this young man, you know, at 17 years old, his life just, you know, now he don't even know if he
Yeah,
gonna
it's
have
in limbo. It's in limbo right
a
now.
life anymore, you know. And then the other young kid lost his life for what, over an argument.
And that's where the lines are blurred with a lot of people. I would say that it wasn't what he did was probably honestly, a lot of people ain't gonna like that. I said it was probably excessive force if he was not getting jumped, or if the one twin brother was talking shit to him, and even trying to
If
scrap,
it's a one-on-one, like I
right,
said,
and
if it's a
even trying to
one-on-one
scrap,
and you be like, man, ain't nobody trying to fight you, and then you can call the police. Like, yeah, then I'm gonna get you locked up. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like,
something
ain't
like
nobody
that.
trying to fight you, man. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
don't, I
you want
don't
some
think
real smoke, man. Like, pull up with some, you know,
even if the
let's die about it. If you ain't willing to die about it, then have a conversation.
I
You know?
believe in standing on business. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
So if
really do
you ain't
believe in
willing,
standing on business,
then
but
don't
I do
trust.
not believe that I don't believe that you know, the knife in that situation in that caused death. I think that was excessive. You know, I think it was excessive. I think if honestly, if the white guy would have had his way, it probably would have been a scuffle. That would have been broken up. They would have went home with suspensions from running for a couple of track meets, and that would have been it. You know, but a whole big racist fallout fell out after that online, it just played out, and it was terrible. I mean, some of the
I
things
mean,
that they
this is
said about that.
America. We do this. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like nobody,
Yeah.
like we do this. Like, and people, I was just saying earlier, because like people will do something and then call the reaction the wrong thing to remove the accountability from
From
their
the
initial.
original, from the
Yeah.
original problem. Yeah.
It's
That
like,
happens.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
we have a culture that's doing that.
Right.
You
With
know,
no shame. With no
with
shame.
no
With
shame
no
at
shame.
all. No
Yeah.
shame, cuz.
Yeah.
For real, man. I'm just like, you know, and to me, that's a huge problem because I don't want to see this young man's life be taken from him, you know, for making a mistake. Like we talked about that second chances. Yeah, but it's just like it's a whole life gone. You gotta pay for that.
Yeah. And you do have to pay for it, and you know, whatever justice is going to be served is going to be served. But I do know, just from looking at, you know, a lot of the stuff on social media, some of the moves that the parents made and stuff like that. It's you know,
They not gonna give him self-defense. That's what I'm saying, family.
I don't think they're gonna give him self-defense
Self-defense
either.
ain't gonna ride.
I don't think they will give him self-defense neither. Not on the M charge. You know what I'm saying? Not on the M charge. You know, if it was malicious wounding or something like that, then they might have. But
If the young fella didn't die, yeah.
right.
Yeah, if the
You
young
know what I'm
fella
saying?
didn't die, then yeah.
Right. But once he got the M, it was, you know, it kind of changes things a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I hate that it happened. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sticking up. I'm not sticking up for the other guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
No, never that.
and I'm not condoning what Karmelo did. You know what I mean? Because, you know, is a whole tragic situation all the way around. So
It is. It's horribly tragic, man.
yeah. So, you know, honestly, on this right here, you know, both of them was young. And I mean, it's one of them things where me being a outsider looking in, I'm gonna pray for both sides. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, definitely. Of course.
it
Yeah,
just,
we praying for Karmelo Anthony, and we praying for the family of the victim, man. Like his twin. He lost his brother. You know?
yeah. So,
And we grew up fighting all the time. Like when nobody, you know, but it was like a drastic change. It went from like fighting to yeah. So
to Desert Storm.
yeah, like so it's sad. It is truly a sad story. Let's get into this next topic though, y'all. We got Legos. You know, if anybody out there watching used to play with Legos growing up, if you in, you know, or you still rocking with the Legos, go ahead and smash that like button. We got a $200,000 Lego collection stolen. I would be pissed if somebody stole my $200,000 Lego collection.
This morning, a YouTuber has gone viral trying to help a family find their valuable Lego collection after they claim it was stolen.
Family reached out to me saying that I'm their last hope to get them their life savings back.
Ben Schneider, known as Reckless Ben on YouTube, began investigating Brian Mansell's claim about his $200,000 Star Wars Lego set. He says he had a deal with a Bricks and Minifigs resale franchise in Oregon to sell the Legos. But when the store came under new ownership, he claims he never got his Legos back.
Bricks and Minifigs is saying, yes, we have all of Brian's Legos in our store. No, we didn't pay for them, but we would, and their answer for that is, we would never try to exploit an old man. But it seems like that's what they're doing. They're exploiting an old man.
Schneider says he's filed lawsuits trying to get the Legos back. He claims the store's new owners, based in Utah, have tried to intimidate him, even getting police to arrest him.
The reason I stopped it was to stop somebody from stop that.
I didn't? I thought I stopped.
Bricks and Minifigs insists it lawfully terminated the franchise agreement and found little Star Wars inventory when it repossessed the store.
To our belief and knowledge, the majority of the collection was sold,
and then otherwise stored elsewhere.
Bricks and Minifigs has since closed its Oregon location after they say they've received threats, claiming Reckless Ben's tactics are aggressive, lawless bullying.
Reckless Ben is now facing multiple misdemeanor charges, including stalking. The police in Utah deny supporting anyone in this dispute.
Damn, that's messed up.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like he went full Obi-Wan Kenobi to get his Star Wars set back.
Yeah, he went OJ on that ass for his memorabilia. You know, but I mean, it's not a joke. You know how you may look at people and be like, how do you buy shoes, used shoes to resale? But the used shoes will resell for like $5,000. You know,
yeah,
Lego
big business, the sneaker bit. They have whole little,
right.
You know, concerts, not concerts. What you call
Sneaker
them?
cons?
Sneaker cons, yeah.
Yeah, you know, and you know, it's the same thing with Lego. So, say for instance, the Titanic boat setup for Lego right now is going for $929. Okay, $929 for the Lego Titanic boat to be able to set that up. The Lego Educational Science Edition is going for $3,000 right now. $3,000. And these are the Lego things.
What does that come with though? What does the Lego say? Because that sounds.
Hold
nice.
on.
I don't even have no way to put that.
We have more.
That sounds nice.
Lego released a set of Legos that had a gold piece in it. One little gold piece like this goes right now. People are looking for it for their collection, and only certain collections had it in it. The going price right now is $18,000 for that one Lego. One Lego like that. $18,000
for a gold Lego.
For a gold Lego.
It's probably 10 karat gold too.
Yeah, you probably can get it, you know, made for cheaper than 18.
You can get it made.
You know what I'm saying?
I can go take me a plastic Lego, go get it set and get it made in 10 karat gold.
Right. I seen a pre-owned Lego ship for $599. It's $599.
So right now that Aaron Space Science kit is the upper echelon of the Lego.
Right now, I mean, for the price that I'm seeing, is the creme de la creme. Oh no, you got the Lego Star Wars for $1,600. How much did I say the science one?
You said that was three band.
$3,000 for the Lego Education No Edition. Hold on. Except yeah, it's just Lego Science.
Nice. That sounds nice though.
Okay. But I will take that. I will take the Lego Science one back. That is the price for it, but it's something that is formulated for school systems to buy. So school systems are implementing Lego some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, but
so I need to holler. We need to holler at baby cuz, that little cuz, because she's like a school administrator or something, and see if she can get us the Lego discount.
Get us the Lego discount. We about to get cuz fired. They're gonna be like, where the hell all our Legos go? We have 47,000.
No, we buy one for the school and we buy one for us. So we donate one and we keep one.
Okay, Lego Harry Potter. This is at Target. Now, this is some regular affordable type stuff. Lego Harry Potter set up $172. So it's not hard to believe that a person had the Eiffel Tower Lego is $1,100. And that's at Walmart. $1,100 at Walmart, but you got to order it. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean,
that's the Eiffel Tower set.
The Eiffel Tower set. The Star Wars Death Star set is $1,000. So I mean, it's a real thing. Like you really
It's been a
Hate it.
real thing. We just wasn't on it like that. We played with it for a little bit and then threw it back in the box. Like,
yeah, we did, and it came in a little like
outside,
little toolbox almost, and you dump
man, we
them
had
out.
so many the cars, man. I remember so many Legos. I remember more Legos that I wanted than I actually.
But see, we got them back then for $20, and if they was 30, the parents was not buying them bitches at all. They
30 was
not.
a grip. It's like it is back in the day now. 30 seems to be a grip now.
Yeah, but I mean, but now kids are saying, "Hey, I want this Lego set. How much is it? $1,800.
$1,800.
The hell? You know, I'm trying to get my Cadillac converter replaced. What you mean? You know, can you put that under the car? Yeah, so,
put that under the Christmas tree. You got that's the naughty or nice right there.
And the reason why I'm familiar with it pretty much because, you know, I got a 22-year-old daughter, and she got a husband, and one of the things they do is build Lego things. And they be like, we just went and bought these Formula One cars. How much the cars cost, baby? $250. $250? Didn't you just borrow $100 from me last week and you just bought a $250 Lego car today? What the hell? You know what I'm saying? So I do know they really spending money on these Lego things, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, man.
Now I gotta ask about that car though. It's a Lego car, or was that like something with a remote?
No, it's a Lego Formula One car. You put it together. When you put it together, you kind of use glue to keep it together. You know, use like some super
you gotta
glue,
put the clear glue,
and then you put it on the shelf. It don't move. Now I'm pretty sure you can get ones that move, but you know they don't. You know, we can look up some things, man, where people built a whole like car replica the size of the car of Lego.
A size of a car. Where do you keep that? Where would you have in your living room?
Yeah, in a museum or something like that.
Build a sofa into it.
Yeah, and somebody did a
car inside sofa.
And somebody did a fully functional. It was either Bugatti or Lamborghini that was made out of Lego, and I'm not. I think Lego had something to do with it, and they partnered up with somebody, and you know. But what I'm looking forward to is one day, you know, the price of housing is through the roof. These Legos are indestructible. If you have ever stepped on one barefooted, you know.
Shut up, man. Just shut up.
You know,
shut up, man.
I'm looking forward.
I know what you're gonna say, man. Shut up, man.
What am I about to say?
That we could build a house out of Legos.
We can build a house out of Legos. Yes,
a Lego house.
Yes. Let me Google. We can run it next door, but I'm gonna Google it.
You know, going Lego house, man.
You know, I think we
live in a Lego house.
But see, they just had to be bigger blocks. Yeah. They gotta be bigger blocks. We can build houses out of Legos, man.
Nah, nobody's living in a Lego house, Cole sees. I think that would be a cool. I know, because that'd be a flex though. If you really could just you get the Legos like center blocks, that would be
We should partner up with Lego and get a Lego house built, and somebody can come and move in, but they gotta stay in the Lego house for like a year with no cell phone.
Just gotta live in it for a year. No cell phone. Why
no
not?
Cell phone.
The Lego house should come with all the amenities.
Well, they can get a Lego phone.
No. All right. Heading on to Memphis M-Town business by way of the Triple D, the DF Dub. We got rapper Big30 released on a $100K bond. Y'all know he got a Pooh Shiesty. Rapper Pooh Shiesty is his homeboy, his main A1 from day one, his main man. And they got into a little situation with Gucci Mane. So they have been locked up. Pooh Shiesty is still locked up. But Pooh Shiesty's dad got out. We talked about it last show. Go check that out, episode 44. And then we got Big30 being released before trial.
A federal judge has cleared the way now for Memphis rapper Big30 to be released from jail while he awaits trial. Big30, whose real name is Rodney Wright Jr., is accused in the alleged kidnapping and robbery of Atlanta rapper Gucci Mane at a Dallas music studio earlier this year. The judge rejected prosecutors' claims that Wright is a flight risk or a danger to the community. If he's convicted, he could face up to life in prison.
Okay, so if he's convicted, he could face up to life in prison. What you think about that? Cause he got out, you know, which was good.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be convicted of life in prison because he got out. But I do believe that he can get up 12 years somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? Give or take. You know what I mean? You know, a trade from life to life. 12 is about the, you know, about the medium place where you can get at your age.
Yeah, some young men. I mean, they young men. I think they like in their 26, 27, they in their late 20s.
Right. I don't think
12 years won't.
Like, ain't nobody died. I mean, it was some kidnapping and stuff like that. But we don't know Big30 passed and his previous charges, and
He's never been locked up for nothing.
Never been locked up. So he's a first offender.
It's his first time. I believe he's gonna get probation.
And he was a first offender following a felon.
Following a felon, yeah.
He's going to get the first offense. I believe in that state they may have it, and I think he gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying?
It is a federal case, so I'm thinking he could get federal probation. You know, especially I think if he plea out, I think, you know. But then the thing about
they're gonna label him a snitch after that. Oh, you snitched.
Yeah, they're gonna say he snitched though. You know, he would, because he would have to plead to what he did. He wouldn't necessarily have to say that he knew what was in the bag. He
but listen,
have to say that he, you know, he could just say he heard them talking and Pooh asked him to go grab his bag, so he just went to go grab his bag. He ain't know what was in
but
it.
listen.
I thought they was finna record or something.
When
you
there's
he could just roll with that. And
when there is a treasure trove of evidence before they lock you up, and also there was a videographer shooting a documentary style type situation when all this was going on, and an off-duty police officer, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
he cooked.
You're not snitching. I mean, you're not snitching. It's already all documented.
But,
you know what I'm saying? You're like you're
admitting. But it is
wrong.
interpretation though. It is like okay, so because we just talked about how we in a world where people do stuff and then they act like the reaction is the problem to negate the fact that they threw the first punch, right? So what if that type of you know mind, you know, mess around, you know, foolishness is going on, right? So if that type of foolishness is going on, then let's say those other people was just like, all we did was see him go get a bag and then he stood by the door. But if Gucci never tried to leave, then it didn't look like he was trying to get up and get to the door and 30 was blocking him.
Okay, well, let me tell you what this is. This is a situation of,
but he couldn't leave because they saying allegedly he had the Drake on him and he was busy stripping. I don't know.
This is a situation of play the stupid game and win the stupid prize.
Play the stupid game, win the stupid prize.
And win the stupid prize.
I be trying to tell them. People don't understand that game. They don't understand that game.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's already all out there. Right now, the cards to fall is to all the evidence is already there. It's to just admit to your part. You don't have to really point the finger and say, yeah, that person did this and yeah, that person did that. You have to admit to your part. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the courts, when you show no remorse and they present that evidence and you continue to play stupid because you want that stupid prize, you're going to win. You're going to win that stupid prize. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's not a situation where I don't think it's a situation where there's no real like snitching, because at the end of the day, it's already all documented. A video camera was rolling.
No, not the whole time. Now you talking about for the robbery and all that? Nah.
It was enough. It was definitely enough.
So, but
You know what I'm
Gucci,
saying?
you don't think Gucci Man have to take the stand? I mean, he made a whole song, the Crash Dummy song. So you don't think that now he won't
Yeah,
take
so
the
so
stand?
so
Like,
Gucci
he don't have to take the
Gucci
stand.
Gucci probably gonna have to take the stand, but is he gonna get the snitch award for that?
Well, they already calling Guwap a snitch. I'm saying if I'm walking around with $5 million worth of jewelry, okay, I don't care what you call me if my jewelry gets taken from me. In order for me, I am a responsible tax-paying adult. I have insurance. I have life insurance. I got homeowners insurance. I got auto insurance. I got a lot of insurances. Okay. So if I have that on me, then you're a fool for walking around if you don't got it insured. So if something happens, in order for your insurance claim to be paid out, you have to have a police report. You have to.
Right, and you got to testify to the police report. You got to sign
If not,
off
you
on
know
it
what
and
I'm
all that
saying?
stuff.
If not, then that's a loss. That's just
Well,
a complete loss. And then you're supposed to handle it like some street stuff. Like, man, like people want to go home.
I'm
to
gonna
their
tell you like
babies.
this.
People want to go on vacations and live and eat crab
I'm gonna tell you
legs
like
and
this, cause
lobster and steak and
if
you
I
know
got
what I'm saying? Like,
5 million, if I got 5
ain't
million in
nowhere in
jewelry
the
on,
world.
if I got 5 million in jewelry or cash or whatever, it don't matter. You know, even when we if I was a street guy, street guy,
A
you know,
street ninja.
a
What
street
is
man,
that?
street
What is
man.
that? What is that?
But listen, hold up.
What is
Even if I was one of those, right?
What is that? Somebody who willing to go to jail free and do not pass go? Do not
Well, I
collect
mean,
$200?
I'm just outside. I'm in the streets. So even if I'm wanted in,
But if
if
you
you
in the
run up on,
streets and you ain't willing to go to jail, then why are you in the street?
listen, let me tell you something. You run up on me and take my $5 million, nigga, I'm calling the police on your ass. Anybody watching this documentary, I mean this podcast
This documentary.
right here, this podcast
This
right here.
documentary. We
Hey,
making a movie.
hey, look, we can roll it into a documentary later on. You know what I'm saying?
We
Double
making
back
a
on it. Double
movie.
back on it. You know what I'm saying? But anybody watching this, if you run up on me and try to take my 5 mil, I'm calling the police. And when they say, who's the guy that did it? That nigga right there.
You
That
taking
nigga
a
right
stand
there.
and point them out.
Yeah, because I need my insurance claim paid out.
I ain't mad at you, family. You
You know what
know,
I'm saying?
I ain't mad at you like that.
But also I say that in all seriousness that I'm not one of those people that's out there like that. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that, you know, if somebody ran up on me and jacked my regular car that I drive right now on regular streets with regular wheels on it,
I mean, you
and,
gonna
and
get
I
it. Let 'em call
and I have to call the police, I'm going to say, hey, that's the dude that took my damn car right there. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm insured.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
listen,
So, like,
you can have it.
love it.
You can have it, but when we go to court, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's him right there. That dude right there took
of course,
the damn
yeah,
car.
we pressing charges.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it just to get my insurance claim.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it to the fullest. We're going all the way through. Yeah, you gotta learn from that.
Right. Bet you won't do it again.
Yeah, you gotta learn from. I don't care if you do it again. You do it to me, the same thing happen. You know? So
Yeah, so I mean, I just don't like the situation. I one of the things that I hate about the situation is that, you know, Guwap, he an older head. What's the Pooh Shiesty? You know, he a younger head. Both of them black. And this type of thing played out real big with a lot of eyes on it. And
let me
I
ask
really
you
hope
this.
I really
Hold
hope
up,
that people
hold
learn
up.
from it.
Hold up though. Yes, people should learn from it, right? But is that the way to get out of a contract? Do you think the way Pooh Shiesty? I don't think I've actually. Is that a way to get out of a contract? If you know,
No.
because
That
it's
ain't it.
alleged. It's alleged, but I mean, but is that the way to get out?
That's not the way to do it. I mean, that's like, you know, Suge Knight holding Vanilla Ice over the banister type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, but he was the mogul. But no, I don't think that's no way to get out of the contract. If anything, you locked it in so that all the music that you made now is going to go to the person that when you're gonna stay locked up, and he gonna keep pushing your stuff so he can keep getting the check off of it, and that's what's gonna happen with that.
Yeah,
You know what
Gucci
I'm
own
saying?
all the masters. So
Right. Gucci own all the masters, and you're going to have to pay him restitution in jail for that. So even after the masters, anything that you thought you could make, interviews that you're getting from jail, the way it's a tax
that's crazy, right
credit
there.
from it, he's going to grab all
That's
of that.
crazy. He might not do
You know?
that. He might not do that.
Go out. He gonna do it,
You don't
and then
know.
he gonna rap about it, and
He might not
then you know what? Then he gonna show the dividend receipts online. How
He ain't
he's
gonna
taking
stun
all
on
your
him
money.
like that. He ain't gonna stun on him like that.
But
I
he-
would say this. I would say this. He ain't gonna stun on him like that because I think WAP know how he feel. He just was surprised that he would do it to him. That's what I really think that. I really think WAP know how he feel, but he just was surprised that he would do it to him. I don't think he gonna handle him all the way like that because once he's sitting still and he got time to think, now he gonna realize like that. Because Pooh Shiesty got to be like already right now, like I played myself because this would have been his summer.
Yeah, it
This would have been his whole
It
summer.
would,
I don't
it
even think
would.
Young Boy on tour no more. And then Drake just dropped. So I mean,
Nah, Pooh Shiesty would have ran it up.
and Drake rock with WAP. So you know, if it would have been tour with Pooh Shiesty and Drake on tour, oh my God, that would have been.
But you know, one of the things that happened before that,
that would have been.
Guap released all his artists so they can go and venture off and do their own thing, and he kept Pooh Shiesty. And Pooh Shiesty was the one that the other artists wanted to stay locked in with Gucci. He released them, and Pooh Shiesty wanted to go, and he kept Pooh Shiesty. So, but he knew that was the man, and he was gonna get his band. And all Pooh Shiesty had to do was play it cool. And it would have been the same situation as the Migos. You know what I'm saying? He would have recouped his money and then he would have let you go. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it go. But I don't know, Pooh came home from jail. He had some
FDO.
Yeah.
F the feds. That's what he said.
He had all the motion.
Young
he
man.
had all the motion. He had Young Dirk motion. He had
he had all the motion.
Young
Boy motion. NBA.
Yeah, Young Boy motion. He had all the motion.
He had Drake motion, Kendrick Lamar motion. Yeah, he had all the
right.
motion.
But he was fresh out.
It was tagged.
I don't know what
his daddy was with him. His daddy was with him. So that's what I'm just like.
That's what I'm gonna say.
People following Pooh Shiesty daddy of being with your sons and helping them being crash outs. Like, come on, fam.
That's what I was about to say, cuz. And I was about to say the middle finger to his daddy for real. You know what I'm saying? Because when you talk when he said, "Hey, Pops, I need you to ride with me. What we about to do? We about to run up on Gucci, man. Come here, son. Let me talk to you for a minute." You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk this thing out. Matter of fact, we're gonna sit here for the next 6 hours and we're gonna talk this thing out to figure out what the hell is going on. And instead of you running up on this man losing your life, let's figure out how to capitalize and put yourself in a better position to stay out of jail and make more money. You get what I'm saying? And his pops didn't do that.
And no, he went to Kinko's or Staples or Office Max.
Yeah, you know, this is one of them crimes. Remember the story we ran a couple of weeks ago with the guy that asked ChatGPT how to commit a crime. You know what I'm saying? That's right up there with that.
But he ain't asked him how to get away with it.
He ain't asked him how to get away. They didn't ask how do we run up on Gucci, man, but they didn't ask how we get away. You know what I'm saying? So stupid, I mean, you know, I on this one, I gotta say shout out to Gucci. You know, what I'm saying?
Shout out to Gucci. You know, but I still am praying for Pooh Shiesty too. I still, like I said before, it's not keep him locked up. But it's also not free him. It's, you know, like I'm at a place.
How much time you think he should get for what he did? What he did, Is kidnapping involved?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah, 7 years. He maybe do 5 1/4, 5 3/4, and he get to come home that way. And then he be on probation and do it the right way, or parole. I think because there's no federal probation. I think he'd be on the parole walk off. You know, that 1 1/4. You know, I think that's
I'm
about
gonna do
15 months. He walk off that 15 months.
I'm gonna do
that.
the 7 like you said, but it's off of a 14-year sentence.
Damn.
Yeah.
He not gonna do half in the Fed. I don't think you do half. Don't nobody do half in the Fed. I think they got an 85% type thing going on or something like that. You know.
You know, so I mean,
And I
7.
think you start with
good.
100 and you.
I don't. But
back
7 sound, I think 7 sound good. Complete time, just because of the crime. Just because of the crime, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that was some unhinged type stuff. You know what I mean? But I will say this too.
It was not smart. It was not smart.
Yeah, and nobody know the relationships and dynamics of their relationship. I thought they were really close. You know what I'm saying? I really did.
I didn't. I knew they weren't close because I knew that Shiesty felt some way. They felt his cousin that died, Big Gar. You know, they felt the type of way. Pooh Shiesty felt the type. That was his little cousin. You know what I'm saying? So he felt the type of way, the way Gucci handled at least the way they thought Gucci Mane handled the situation with his passing. You know, and
we're going to go back and get the chain back and all that stuff.
All of that stuff and the monies that he actually contributed. You know, they did contribute some money, but
he buried him. He buried him, but he went back and got the chain from his sister. So
the
yeah,
thing
that was
with the
kind of crazy.
chain and you know all of that. So
now that I think that would create real friction.
I can't say that he's wrong. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think that Pooh Shiesty's wrong for feeling like that. I just think he acted the wrong way on his feelings. You know, and there was nobody else around, you know, even his daddy was around and felt like he couldn't tell him nothing else or either was with the foolishness because it went down, you know. So I can't even give that. I can't give that until he come out and speak for himself to say I tried to tell Pooh not to do that. You know, I tried to talk to my son, but he wouldn't listen.
So I'm gonna ride with him.
So I'm just gonna ride with him rather
to
than
try to keep him out of all the way trouble.
Yeah,
I get that. I get that, and I do get that. I do.
You know,
get
that's ninja logic though. Like
right.
you just be like, nah, I ain't rocking with you. I ain't going. I'm not gonna be caught up in that. You know, I'll be here for you. If you come out with that on the other end, you know, then I'll be here for you no matter how that work out. You know,
right.
You know,
and I do
I
get
can't be there. And then now I'm behind bars and I can't do nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Because I can't go touch no money to pay your lawyers. I can't talk to lawyers to make sure that your lawyer stuff straight and everything. If it go left, if you get away from there and you like, Dad, you won't even believe what I just hit, the lick I just hit, man, woo, woo, woo. And then it's like, okay, well, look, let me tell you now how you need to move so you can try to stay under the radar, whatever, or what may happen. Help you with some plays, like,
well, there was 2 peas in the pod, and I mean, at the end of the day, I think the situation.
I don't encourage that either. You know, that's
the situation.
Negative, but
with Pooh Shiesty and his dad, you know, I think Pooh Shiesty had already in his career as a rapper probably surpassed his dad and ran laps around him. So Dad was like,
yeah,
my son
but he
did
still
right.
he still came out of his
Right. But Pooh Shiesty won't gonna listen to him. Pooh Shiesty was going.
We don't know that.
Going to go do what he.
That's speculation. We don't know that.
We
don't know that. We don't know that.
That's
speculation because his daddy was with him. So,
yeah, I do believe
50-50 if his daddy told him no and he did it anyway, or if his dad was, well, what we see is his daddy just got bond too, because guess what happened? He got locked up with him from being there. So that's what I'm gonna leave it at, cuz like I'm gonna leave it right there, man. We're gonna pray for Pooh Shiesty. We're gonna pray for Gucci, man. He's still out here doing shows and concerts, getting paid, people jamming, and they dressing up and look, you know, looking fly. They on they They on their Met Gala style fashion, going to the Gucci Man concerts and everything, champagne and all that type stuff. So ain't nobody worried about Gucci Man being a snitch. Ain't nobody worried about Gucci Man being punched down on or him being robbed and him looking soft because he got robbed or something like that. Don't nobody care. He's still selling tickets. And the person in the worst situation right now who we praying for is Pooh Shiesty, because this young man's life is on the line and he's going to lose it to more time that he could be out here being a better version of himself, being more productive, doing some things that will really help and benefit his family and things that he would like to do in the future with his life. But clearly, he thinking about it the wrong way, going about it the wrong way, allegedly. But we'll see when the trial come up.
We shall see.
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this real fast before we get up out of here. It's our little segment, y'all.
Too Many Mimosas, presented to you by DBCHEFTV.
Well, Pentagon officials are defending their hiring of a York County man who took part in the January 6th Capitol riots. Elias Azari, who was convicted and later pardoned, is now serving on a counterterrorism role. Chief political correspondent Andy Weber takes a look at his convictions and the Defense Department's response.
Well, detailed court filings accuse Azari of taking part in the January 6th riots, including encouraging and directing those storming the Capitol. The Pentagon is standing by their hire. The Washington Post was first to report that this man, Elias Azari, was recently hired to work in a Pentagon office that oversees sensitive special operations and irregular warfare matters, essentially a role focusing on counterterrorism. But just 5 years ago, he drove with two friends from South Carolina to D.C. to take part in a massive riot that looked to interrupt the certification of the 2020 election. Press and surveillance photos from that day show Azari armed with a metal pole directing fellow rioters toward the Capitol before climbing through a broken window. After wandering through the rotunda and posing with statues for nearly half an hour, Azari exited the Capitol. He stayed on Capitol grounds until dusk. The Washington Post reports that during his sentencing, Azari showed remorse, saying January 6 represented something truly horrible. Azari, who at the time was a freshman at the Citadel, pleaded guilty to entering and remaining in a restricted building and spent 14 days in jail. He was included in President Trump's mass pardoning of January 6 defendants in January 2025.
They were protesting a crooked election. People understand that also. And they were treated very badly. Nobody's been treated like that. So I'd be open to it, certainly.
In a statement on X, acting Pentagon Press Secretary Joel Valdez wrote, Azari is a qualified, patriotic young professional, and we are proud to have him as a political appointee at the Department of War.
Crazy. What you got on that, fam?
I just don't think that nobody that was part of that whole thing should be working in government. Being a person that, throughout my adult life, worked on government contracts and had to go through background checks and for these jobs, and you can have the least little bit of thing in any of these background checks. They ask you about your past, but not only do they ask you about your past, they ask you about your family's past, your friends, and everything. It's like some serious vetting just to get a government job to hold to paint some stuff.
They will go. They will go meet the neighbors.
Right. Yeah. And they'll go meet the neighbors. So I just don't think, and it's a whole lot of that in this cycle here. With just people that shouldn't be in certain positions that they're in. I do not think that anybody that was on the Capitol grounds on January 6th breaking into the Capitol should be holding high government jobs, especially like in the Department of Defense, Department of War, whatever you want to call it, positions. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that they should be in those positions, because I truly believe that if you want to cut grass at the Pentagon, you got to go through some strenuous backgrounds, checks just to cut the grass.
But he got exonerated. So does that, he got
pardoned.
Yeah, he got exempt. Same
yeah,
thing.
he got pardoned. To me,
does that clear it up? Does that it doesn't wipe out the fact that he was there during that event,
right. So I mean, it may clear it up,
on
paper, but at the end of the day, everybody know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that person should not be in that position. And then when you
let me ask you this real quick though. Do you think that if the next administration is a Democratic-led administration, do you think that he'll keep his job?
No. I think
come in there and clean house.
I think it's going to be a major purge of officials and stuff like that. Just like with this administration, when it came in, there was a major purge of the Department of Defense, Department of War, what they call it now.
Absolutely.
And they got rid of all the top brown brass. They got rid of all the top JAG officers and stuff like that tell you what you can legally do and what you legally can't do. Everybody to push back. They got rid of all of the inspector generals. So I think it will be a restore of some kind of order with qualification. You know what I'm saying?
But all these people are qualified. They already like this the thing. I get that though. I think that's going to happen too though. I agree with you. I think that that's going to happen. But the young man is qualified. I don't like the fact that he was a rioter. I'm with you on that. I don't like the fact that he was a rioter. And because there was a pardon, that it now makes it okay. Like that right there was kind of just like, that seems like it's a little bit extra favor. All right. But he's still qualified. Like, because he couldn't have got the job. Like, he can't, you got to have a resume and you got to be able to do the tasks.
So check this out.
Contract and everything. But
so your security clearance and the background check that you go through, your security clearance is part of the things that determine if you're qualified. So you can be qualified to do the job, but you have done things in your actions that disqualify you.
But he wasn't disqualified once he got the pardon.
That's because he got the pardon.
Yeah, I
know you did. I know
it wasn't cool.
Yeah,
he got the pardon and was able to, but I wasn't arguing that. You took it back there.
Right. So I mean,
but he's qualified though. He's qualified, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, when the Democrats come in and they do their clean sweep too, and they restore whatever it is you're talking about get restored, the people still have to be qualified. Like, and they should be without things that look like, what do you call it? Domestic terrorism, right? They should be free of that in their personal time, because that's what that storming of, it was legislation that came down for Democrats and Republicans, for senators and Congress people alike. I'll just call them the gentlemen and the women of the states and the gentlewomen of the states. Nobody wants to see that ever happen again. So they implemented new rules that if that ever happens again, all of those people will be subject to, the same type of prosecution that they was trying to put them through, even worse. And it may not even be no recourse where the president could just pardon, But we could also see where, like, maybe because that stuff doesn't change, something like that could happen again, and the president still has the authority to issue these pardons that, So it's interesting to see though from stuff like this. But what I will say, to give them to give the Pentagon. We want to give the Pentagon. We need to cut the Pentagon off because I think they've had too much to drink. So,
well, Pete Keckbreath over there running the junk, so you know.
So for this, because you know, at Brunch with the Fellas, we just like, man,
run it.
They've had way too much to drink. Cut them off.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think they had way too much to drink at the Pentagon right there. They need to be cut off. We don't know who invited them to the brunching, but they was lunching for real. So that's all we got for y'all tonight. We had the Obama Museum set to open in Chicago. If you're planning a trip, you know, head to the Chi. Now you got a reason to go to the Chi. A really nice reason too. That looks really nice. I love to go and check that out. Then we had the Jay-Z freestyle at the Roots Picnic. Seems like little, you know, it's a little tension in hip hop right now. We got Drake dropping subs, and we got Jay-Z taking directs and subs, and you know, hip hop is good right now with the battle. We got Jay-Z versus Drake. Yeah, bring that rap battle on. We love that. That's good for the culture. Old versus new versus old. You know, right now versus right now. Who knows? Then we had the Karmelo Anthony murder trial. There was a sad situation still. That's going to be going on. So we're going to stay tuned with that one to find out how that plays out. Well, like we said, we praying for both Karmelo Anthony, his family, and the young man who passed away, and his family as well. Very, very sad. 2 young people's lives that will never be the same. Then we had a $200,000 Lego collection stolen, man. We love Legos from back in the day. I think I'm gonna Google that science and aeronautics and space thing just to see what that looked like. I don't know if we're gonna get that. I don't have nowhere to put that, but
I see the link. It's for school systems.
You know, but it sounds dope. For real. It sounds like that. I like that. Legos. Then last and never least, fifth and final, we had rapper Big30 release on $100K bond. You're gonna have to stay tuned. Pooh Shiesty's trial coming up real soon. And it'll be more to find out about Big30 Ball and Pooh Shiesty Daddy and all the other guys that was with him, and if Gucci Mane take the stand, and it's gonna be interesting, you know. It's gonna be a lot to see. But we appreciate everybody pulling up and hanging out with us tonight, y'all. We want everybody to have a peaceful, positive, and productive rest of your weekend. It's the summertime, summertime, right here, Brunch with the Fellas. And I'm Chef Earl Pearl at DBCHEFTV.
And I'm Cold Seasons on Brunch with the Fellas, powered by DBCHEFTV. Smash the like.
Smash that like button, y'all. And we are the Brunch Fellas. Until next time, peace, big cuz.
This whole publication is all about going from nowhere to somewhere, right? Being able to stand on something so that you can travel in peace, right? So bksoulfarm.com, 1016 160 self-sustainability. Jump on the list and get yourself together, right? Because it is irresponsible to not even know what responsibility means. So get yourself together, food, clothing, and shelter, protection of that, support your interests, and live.
Love ain't always easy, and we won't stop until we get it right. So bring that ass to the Love Speak podcast. Subscribe today and let your love speak at TLS Podcast. The Love Speak, now streaming on YouTube. You are the key to your financial freedom. So unlock your inner wealth with financial fundamentals at Bows on the Table. Subscribe today and never miss a meal at Bows Podcast. Bows on the Table, now streaming on YouTube. At the Veteran Kettle Podcast, we thank you for your service, support, and sacrifice to our country. Listen to real stories of adversity and triumph as we give our best to honor our vets. Subscribe today and watch episodes now streaming on YouTube at TVK Podcast. the Veteran Kettle.
Sign up for the newsletter and shop merch and clothing at DBCHEFTV.com.